What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we're back with some more content. What did you expect? We're back with some Total War, Warhammer 3, on our Grombrindal campaign. And the last time we left off, we were trying to decide whether or not to fight one of these very last battles against Malekith. We're finally about to take him out. And I think I've decided that we are going to take him out. Let's have one last good battle against Malekith. One is going to be a little tough. They have some shades, which are fairly decent at taking out our armored troops, and as you've seen last episode, do very high damage to our gyrocopters. But we're going to try and not to lose those today. Malekith is a level 8 now, which means he is on his cold one, his little reptilian lizard dinosaur raptor looking thing. And chances are we are going to have to push up to him, I'm assuming. We're going to put our gunners and iron drakes on the flank, supported by our miners. We'll go heavy on the right flank here, and Grombrindal and the runesmith will send right up the middle. Let's get everybody selected, see where they start. Are they going to move up? Doesn't look like it, even though I'm pretty sure they are the ones attacking us. But that's fine. Only thing I'm worried about right now are the shades, like right there. That we can't be having that. We need our iron drakes to get into range. Infantry, go ahead and just push forward. We need to find Malekith. Gunners, take out these shades. Iron drakes, take out the other ones. How are our corlers? Let's start focusing their missile infantry with our corlers, especially the ones in the back line. Focus down them shades. Grombrindal should meet Malekith here. We are going to get a rune right here that's going to hit a good amount of their archers, free up some spacing here for our dwarf warriors to get in. Go ahead and buff our troops right away and try and snipe Malekith. They're still going after our gyro bombers. Our iron drakes are getting absolutely demolished here. And they're on our flank pretty heavy as well. Pull back our iron drakes. Let's see if we can drop bombs on these shades real quick. Hit these shades with blasting charges before our miners get wrecked. There's the blasting charges. Drop bombs over there. Let's throw a blasting pack in there and then flank. 6 seconds until we can get our next rune. Let's hold the flank here. And just keep taking out their range units. Alright, blasting charges in there. Make sure these retreating shades don't come back, and now we'll hit them in the flank with our iron drakes. Set up our gunners. Miners can just hold the outside in case anyone comes back. A decent little fight. A decent battle. We should be able to get another rune now. Let's go ahead and increase our melee attack. Malekith is getting wiped. Grombrindal's pretty strong early on. Hit these units in the back. There's Malekith on his cold night. Or his cold one. He's gonna try and run. Let's see if we can wipe him, because I believe they pushed out to us on this. Finish off the shades, and then it's really this left side that's gonna struggle. These guys came back. Chase them down with our miners. Need to keep hitting their flank here with our missile troops. And yeah, our left side's taking some damage, but we're about to free it up. 19 seconds till our next rune. These shade dark shards came back. That's doing quite a bit of friendly fire. And there's the break. We can try and run them down. The corpses on the battlefield. A hard-fought battle. Looks like we did keep all of our units, though. Our runesmith actually took quite a beating. We can try and run them down. Do want to be careful of friendly fire here, though. All our melee troops here can push back. Yeah, let's get some final shots on these units here. Alright, perfect. That should be good enough. 206 with our Iron Drakes, 179 with our Hammers, even 102 with our Gyrocopters there. Dwarf Warriors, 3 of them getting over 100 kills. We only lost 279. Malekith held to 10 kills. That was a pretty good fight for us. That was a good fight. Alrighty, so we can take casualty replenishment, money and oath gold, or the unit experience. We wiped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. Malekith is almost dead. I think we should take the replenishment here. Because, yeah, they sallied out on us, so we got to continue that attack and then push up to Har Kaldra. Be nice if we could just recruit another army to take that out, but might have to prepare against Valkia here. Hoping she declares war on Elebron and gets pulled that way, but we'll see. Another quest battle. This one's fighting Chaos. Not really in a position to go after the quest battles. Pretty occupied at the minute. Extra campaign movement range, that's perfect. When defending, I feel like we're playing more aggressive. This is Iron Drakes, Gyrocopters, and artillery, as well as the new Thunder Barges. Ammunition, missile strength, and melee defense. Armor piercing damage and speed for the sacrifice of base weapon damage, so I believe that just cancels out. So it replaces 6 base weapon damage with armor piercing instead. Let's go and get that, because we are kind of playing aggressive and dwarves are slow. Rune of Breaking, Sundered Armor, base weapon damage and armor piercing damage. This is damage resistance, definitely going to take that. Yeah, we won't worry about scouting yet. Valkia is right here, or at least one of her armies is. The beastmen are moving around, and we do not have defenses. With Quarrelers and Blasting Pack charges, we might be able to take him out. It's really gonna be their lord, gonna cause us issues. And we have a rebellion here. This place does have walls. We could recruit another lord. That's gonna tank our income very, very heavily. So let's hold off on that. Don't want that. Let's see if we can move on Hagrief. Decisive victory. Low casualties. I don't think we need to fight this. 148 loss, that's not bad. Go ahead and take another capital. We can get some artillery from here. We also have the ogres. Question really becomes is who do we go after next? I think we do have to pull Grombrindal north quickly and just pray that Torox or the Exiles of Nehek don't come after us. I'm surprised Nagarathi doesn't like us more. That's a little concerning. Wood Elves don't like us either, but they're moving up quite a bit. They might take out Torox. But I think up north is a much bigger threat. Valkia really doesn't like us. We have the Hmong. We also have Hellebron potentially. I'm much more worried about them than I am the south. So we prepare for that next turn. How many turns till we get a grudge thrower? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 warriors. Probably just get rid of one of the miners. Let's just combine them for now. We'll get a grudge thrower since we're stuck here for this turn anyways. Income went up a little bit. I don't really want to have to push back for our territories. Really don't want to have to deal with that. I might just get a temporary lord here. A rune lord. Melee attack, melee defense, and physical resistance is nice. Ward save for hammers. Can't get hammers. Ward save for himself. Yeah, let's get the Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer.
And recruitment wise, we'll just get Dwarf Warriors for now. Not the cheapest, but somewhat cheap. We have finally unlocked the Forge, so now we can start using Oath Gold to purchase items. We also need different resources for the higher tier stuff. So we need to make sure that we're taking places with the resources. Like Nagarond is going to have marble. Kragroth Deep is going to have exotic animals. So we'll have to keep that in mind here shortly. Building upgrades. Iron Mountains aren't facing a huge threat right now, so we'll go ahead and upgrade that with the rest of our money. Diplomacy wise, Nagarathi, I think it's Nagarith. Their strength rank 5, probably because we took out Malekith. Malekith does want peace, but we're not taking it. Gonna have to end him. And let's go ahead and end the turn. Decent start, decent start. Had Grief, who was defensive allies with Malekith, Malice, should be pretty occupied in the east to the point where he shouldn't have enough forces to hold his territory, plus be able to sail an army towards us. But we shouldn't have to worry about him until maybe after like Valkia or Hellebron. We can just auto-resolve this. It's just our settlement. They'll replenish, not worried about it. Don't have to fight it, and that should be them gone. We'll take the extra money because we are hurting for money right now with the recruitment of that lord. Recruitment cost minus 25% or leadership all armies. We'll take recruitment cost just because we're trying to recruit this up. This is just telling us about the Oath Gold. He's gonna try and attack us here, probably because we're recruiting. Go ahead and see them off. Pick up some more gold. Ripper Horn tribe is destroyed, so that was the only Beastmen army of them. He gained a level. Nagarith just declared war on Clark-Harrond and the Drowned. And Torox declared war on Dracula-Coven, so they're going to be pretty occupied in the south right now. The only person who isn't occupied, I believe, is Caltep. He has no wars going on. They're at war with Hagrief and Nagaron, so they're actually starting to like us a bit. Not that they're a huge threat anyways, but... Harganeth, war with nobody. Who else do we need to pay attention to? They're only at war with us, which is very surprising. Clark-Harrond at war with Nagareth and Torox. Legion of the Gore Queen at war with nobody, so they just knocked out Grond. And they're at war with Dracula-Coven and Clark-Harrond. So, I also wanted to see the Wood Elves, but we don't have them discovered. We can just see their territory. I don't know if they're occupied at the moment. Let's move up to Nagarond.
Dishonored.
You can have Root Marcher and Inspiring Presence.
More means to kill.
You're just gonna scout for me real quick.
Slay by Grombrindal.
They do have a force building up here,
You know who
which is
I am.
fine. We can only get miners from here. Don't have any recruitment in Nagarond. Could get another miner with blasting pack charges.
Any grudges crossed
That's gonna cost us more money though. We're at 84% with 2 more turns, but this is only gonna give us about 62 grudges. That's not gonna be enough to max us out. But plus 25 growth, plus 3 control, we'll have access to some grudge settler units.
I am
As long as we can get our income going now, we'll be in a pretty decent spot. I think over in this territory, we're not going to do much recruiting, so I think I am going to go ahead and focus income. We'll focus some Oath Gold as well, so we can get some nice armor and things, because it doesn't look like we have any right now. What is this? Causes damage to combatants, affects enemies in range if you're in melee. We'll definitely equip that. That's pretty nice. Research wise, that gave us more income. Oath gold from buildings, we need more oath gold in order to get these. Income from industry building chain. Let's get the recruitment cost so we can start going down the military tree. Not that there's anything I want, but just to have it unlocked for when we do want something. Can upgrade Iron Coast for more growth. Not worried about that right now. So let's get Temple of Cain upgraded.
How can I help?
And nothing else to build.
Follow at your peril.
Probably just get rid of you. And then you'll just be wounded, so we can recruit you again in 5 turns, but that's gonna save us some money. And Grombrindal,
And unbreakable.
I don't think if we force march it's gonna make a difference, so we're gonna have to wait 2 turns till we can reach him anyways. Valkia has 3 armies. That's a little scary. But if we can hold her at Nagarond, that won't be bad. We just need a walled settlement, and then Valkia is not too bad. She doesn't have very many missile units, and early on she won't have very many flyers besides herself. If we can get like the gunners and the Iron Drakes on her, she won't be all too bad. Really just about controlling Valkia. And we don't want to let her get too strong to where she starts getting some of her unlocks, her spells and things. Valkia and Harganeth just went to war.
Snap all that. I'll do it.
Couldn't have asked for something better to happen. Because then we'll probably hit Valkia on the back. We'll probably take out her Norskin vassals here. And then hit her where it hurts at her Dark Fortress. Ruin her income. Follow up through here. Probably go to war with Hellebrand. But that's only if our south stays safe. As long as we receive no threats from the south, we'll be alright. Go ahead and upgrade that to get more Oath Gold and income per turn. We're up to 1636. Now we can get trade with Nagareth.
Perhaps you may
We'll
even
definitely do that. They lost a settlement to the Drown, but they're still strength rank 5, so I'm not too worried about them losing that war. So we'll boost relations with them, get some extra money. That looks like it gave us like another 60 gold per turn. And maybe after we take Hal Caldra, we'll do one of the quest battles. That might be a good idea. Get some of his legendary gear, or his purple gear. Malekith is back already. So depending on what he's recruiting here, which shouldn't be a lot, it's not a provincial capital, unless he has his shade building here. Oh, Houston came to say hi. Age of Reckoning, 75 to 99%. Nice, we got that bonus that we discussed last turn. And we will start a new Age of Reckoning immediately.
How can I help?
So we can get some Grudge Settler units. We have hammers available. Slayers, Longbeards, Iron Drakes, and Quarrelers, as well as another Grudge Thrower. And with our bonus, minus 25% upkeep for those units. So our hammers are 300, these hammers are only 225. And it looks like they even get a special attack. They get Frenzy, and they also get Frostbite. Nice. So we'll probably end up getting another unit of hammers in here eventually. Let's see what this battle is looking like with Malekith. He's got a lot of cav. The decisive victory. Got a unit of witch elves. I don't think we need to fight this. We'll go ahead and finish Malekith off. 263 is not that bad. Casualties will spread out, so it should only take a turn or two of replenishment. Go ahead and occupy. We got the Long Jarong's Slayer Pirates. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass unlocked. And Nagarond is destroyed. We got the Helm of Discord for winning 10 battles with any single hero, which would be our Runesmith. Definitely put the Helm of Discord on Grombrindal because that ability, the minus 24 melee defense and attack for enemies around you is super nice.
You know who I am. It is time.
I guess we'll continue to level you up now. Melee defense and weapon strength. Even more when we're fighting against greenskins, which probably won't happen anytime soon. You can get magical attacks and weapon strength. And cooldown for rune abilities. Definitely take that, minus 10%. We'll go ahead and get an edict. That is not what I wanted. Let's go for growth for right now. We'll get you marble going. That gives us a little more income. And then we'll get you defenses because you're on the border. Same thing with Altar of Ultimate Darkness. That looks like all the buildings we can build. We can still upgrade this growth building, but not going to worry about it for right now. Alright, Mung has accumulated some grudges. Who else has some grudges? Not really anybody. Mung definitely has the most. So next turn we're probably going to go into the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Do we want to recruit anything while we're here? Probably not. If we recruit anything, it'll be our Grudge Settler units. Diplomacy. We're not going to make friends with the Drowned. Although it looked like Nagaroth took a beating. They were strength rank 5. They're now 32. Let's go ahead and end another turn. Exiles of Nehek and the Ogres, so they're going to stay occupied to our south for a little bit. Exiles of Nehek will probably steamroll those Ogres, but keep them distracted for a little bit at least. Let's get rid of these regular miners, and we'll get the second unit of the Blasting Charge miners. Let's go into the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Go ahead and merge all these units. Leaves us with a stack of 42. Get rid of them. And I think we'll go with another hammer unit, because that's by far our best infantry. That's basically fully replenished. What was our first quest battle? First quest battle should have been for the armor of Glimmeril Scales. Gives us armor, ward save, hero Action, success chance minus 10%, wound recovery time, melee defense, and physical resistance. The armor of Glimmeril Scales. A group of rangers make contact with the White Dwarf to relay a message that none other than the greatest brewmaster himself, Joseph Bugman, is in need of the White Dwarf's aid. After Grombrindal makes the long journey to the legendary brewery, Bugman recounts to him a tale of woe and fell magic that has all the hallmarks of the ruinous powers. It seems a Chaos Lord is loose in the Reichwald, performing fell rituals that corrupt beastmen tribes to his will and saturate the cloven ones in dark magic, making them an even greater threat than normal. So far, the Umgi of Sigmar have proven no match for these corrupted warherds. It is time for the Dawi to take matters into their own hands. Okay, and then the next one is going to be the Rune Axe. So let's go ahead and start this quest battle. It says a close victory. We're up against Chaos. They have some Chosen. Really, the Chosen is the only menacing looking thing, but then they'll also have more reinforcements. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. This is a battle of bitter foes. There is more than mere honor at stake. The White Dwarf has encountered this Chaos Dragon before, when the fell creature struck the Ancestor Lord, shattering Glimmeril Scales from Grombrindal's armor. Such a slight cannot remain unaccounted for. Defeating the Chaos Lord will allow the White Dwarf to recover the scales and complete his armor once more. Couldn't finish it. It was too fast. You guys are more than welcome to pause and go back, though.
Slime-worshipping Umgi filth merchant! Get your ass and that pit reptile over here! I would have words with your little beast face to face, so that I may lop off its claw and reclaim what is mine. Those scales are from my armor, and no thief steals from the White Dwarf and lives.
Oh, he's not happy.
You and your followers will die. That is my oath, as my kin Grimnir is witness.
Grombrindal's not happy. Not sure where reinforcements are. Get our main line, and then we'll get one hammer on each side to support our flanks. Let's start over here. Thunders and Iron Drakes on the side, supported by miners now with blasting pack charges on both of them. Spoilers in the back line. Grudge Thrower behind them. Runesmith and Grombrindal together. And then Gyrocopter. Start the battle. The Beastmen are products of the Chaos Lord's dark rituals. There are no ordinary gores. Beware. Alright, let's straighten out our line a bit. Blasting charges. You can probably go after the Chaos Dragon. Make sure we extend our line here. I don't know where the Beastmen are going to come from. And get our Grudge Thrower in the back. You guys come for a wide right flank. Try and hit this Chaos Dragon. Alright, Beastmen are next to them. Just fine. Grudge Thrower is about to be in range. Don't want to get hit by those Marauder Horsemen. Those javelins are going to hurt. Honestly, probably take them out. I don't know if those trees are going to be a big factor or not. Now they have 2 units over here. Chaos Dragon's coming in. Time to fly away. Is the Chaos Dragon faster than us? I don't know. Let's see if we can pull him towards our main line. Our Grudge Thrower is firing. Bring him towards my Gunners and Iron Drakes. See if we can pull him. And then if he decides to land, we'll bring Grombrindal over. Gunner should be firing. Perfect. Turn around. Alright, maybe not. Turn around. They're going to do a breath attack on our miners. I don't mind that. That's fine. Hit their chosen for sure. And yeah, their lords are getting wrecked. They shouldn't charge us because they're missile cav. Iron Drakes will absolutely obliterate them. We're about to get a blasting pack charge off as well. They're done. Spoilers are going to wreck the other ones. Easy money. And it looks like our grudge thrower is doing some nice damage to the chosen. Alright, those are the marauders. Iron Drakes again will absolutely obliterate them. Let's get speed off on him so he can't go anywhere. Our runesmith's gonna be fine up against him. They're about to flee already. So let's go ahead and straighten out our line. And now that most of their missile troops are gone, they have a few marauder horsemen and probably the spear still in there. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna get away. Nope, he's done. Alright, their archers are moving up. We got their marauder horsemen to flee again. Well, this should be a nice and easy battle for us, to be honest. Chosen are moving up, but they're taking heavy damage from our missiles. There goes the grudge thrower. Chosen are getting wrecked. Here comes the Iron Drakes. Easy money. Ooh, okay, they have some Chaos Spawn flanking from the left. Good to know. Prepare for them. Our backside's looking okay. Let's just go ahead and get a spell here. Not that it's really needed, but do some nice damage to the Ungors. Their missile units are getting demolished. The tide of Chaos Spawn, that's fine. They're way back there. That's going to take a little bit to get to us. Hammers should do okay here. Their chosen are fleeing. Let's see if we can focus their lord down. Runesmith, you do not need to go crazy here. And yeah, this shaman, he's gonna get obliterated. Hammers are holding pretty well, even if they're being poisoned. Because these guys are large units, they're able to shoot right over our hammers' heads. So yeah, these Chaos Spawns should get wrecked. Not really worried about that. Gyrocopters move back. Don't need to focus really on the chosen anymore. Let's focus these archers. And another easy battle for us. Not too shabby. And get another rune. Let's go ahead and give ourselves more melee attack over here while we hold off these Chaos Spawn. They did do decent damage to us. You can focus the Chaos Spawn now. Looks like they have another 4 units coming in. Should be fine. We have our gunners in Grombrindal ready. Missile troops should be gone though. We didn't even use our bombs. Didn't really need to. Do want to be careful with those archers. Alright, our quarrelers are in range. Let's go ahead and get our lord in. Should absolutely demolish these Chaos Spawn. Are we going to take them out before they reach the line? I need to send our hammers in. Blasting pack charges. We did good damage, but they did get a charge off, which is okay. Let's start sending our dwarf warriors forward. Start focusing their archers, taking out their lord, or their shaman. Runesmith's doing fine. Let's go ahead and get a rune here. Do some extra damage and help him out. Perfect. And Chaos Spawn are unbreakable, so they're not going to flee. We have to take out their entire unit. I'd say we held this pretty well, though. We held this pretty well. Spoilers can help the Runesmith. He is taking some decent damage. We got this, these two to take out. These guys got shredded by the missile troops. Should just be one left. Easy money. Easy money. That wasn't too bad. We took some decent damage on the hammers on our left flank. And then our missile troops, they got to charge in, but it was a close victory apparently, even though we only lost 79 troops. Iron Drakes again, 262. Grudge Thrower almost got 100. Gunners, spoilers. Definitely a battle for our range folks. Range folks came in clutch there. I'm liking his army though. His army's probably good until about mid-game, if I'm being honest with you. It'd be nice to have some better artillery. Grudge Throwers really aren't the best, but feel like we should take the money. We're in a settlement, so we don't need replenishment. Control, income, unit experience. Let's take the money. Money and Oath Gold. We just unlocked, I believe these are like a blunderbuss unit. We got his armor. That quest is done. And if he's getting his legendary armor, we can go ahead and give this guy the Helm of Discord, which will help him out. And then everyone leveled up. Ambush defense chance. Spell resistance. Spell resistance and missile resistance for enemy armies and local province. Bigger per second. That's a passive ability. Always. 55 meters. So that stops him from getting tired. Let's go with this one first. I'm not too worried about the last two pieces. Continue leveling him up. Making sure Grombrindal's a beast. You can go in the settlement for extra replenishment, and in 2 turns we'll declare war on the Hmong and Valkia. Might end up building up a second army. Dracula Spire. Oh, you need this. That's a nice. Wow. That's a good building right there. It doesn't give any garrison though, which means this is open for Exiles of Nehek if they choose to attack us, which is a little bit scary. Let's make sure we're getting more income. Over here, give you income, and that's going to be a majority of our money. We can still get Slayers, Longbeards, another Iron Drake, Quarterers, or Grudge Throwers. Out of those units, another Iron Drake would be nice. But I'm liking our Dwarf Warriors because they got decent shields. Our Hammers are good heavy hitters for our flanks. The Blasting Pack charges can shoot over our line, which I like. And then our Quarterer's sitting back. The only thing I'm really unhappy with is the Grudge Thrower. I'm not really liking the Gyrocopter yet. I'm sure we will have times where they will come in handy, but as of right now, I just don't like it. Melee attack and melee defense for miners, plus ammunition. And then we can start upgrading our dwarves. Dwarf warriors. This is for Longbeards. Or this is for shielded, this is for great weapons. This is for Iron Drakes. Range and ammunition. Range would be nice. This is for our gunners, which we only have one unit. I think we should focus on our dwarf warriors and maybe even the miners. Let's focus on our early game stuff. Because then we can kind of keep the units cheap, upkeep wise, and maybe even afford a second army of cheap troops. And they'll still be decent because of the upgrades. We have 11 turns left of Grimnir Strength. Houston's going behind my computer. Let's pray he doesn't turn everything off. That would be tragic. And let's go ahead and end this turn. We'll probably check and see how the wars are going. Specifically, Nagaryth and the Drowned, and Valkia and Hellebrand. We're up to 23% already on our grudges, which is good. We have something. We have another quest battle against Slanesh for 2 heroes, Gotrek and Felix.
The dwarfs need me.
Now, if we move here, they do have a full stack, but they're not gonna have strong units.
Don't you fret,
Can we get in their territory and raid? We can. We lose out on that replenishment, but we'll take the extra money. Why not? We are trespassing, so we haven't committed to the war with them, but that's gonna upset them even further. So we kind of have to declare war on them. So we're just gonna swoop this way. Might have to build a second army at Nagaron temporarily, just with cheap and cheerful units. Just to bolster the defenses there in case Valkia pushes back. It looks like she maybe took out a territory here of Hellebrand already, but Hellebrand seems to have pushed out here. Exiles and the Heck are already taking out the Ogre Kingdoms. Torox is still sitting there. Nagaryth pushed the Drowned back. We discovered Reichland because we had that quest battle over there. Nagaryth is still 20, which is good. Exiles and the Heck are 61. Gore Queen and Hellebrand are pretty even. They should weaken each other. Slaughterhorn Tribe 126, 133 the Hmong, Drowned 141. So really, I think our biggest threat is going to be Exiles of Nehek if they decide to declare war on us. Hopefully they'll be distracted elsewhere. What I'm praying for. Do we have any diplomacy opportunities? Non-aggression with Marienburg. I mean, it'd be nice to open up trade with them, but we'll hold off on that. We don't want to upset anybody way over there. Where can we build? Can't get defenses, but we can get more income. Let's hold off on a turn and try and get defenses there. The next turn, we attack Iron Frost. As soon as we declare war, we should probably start recruiting that army, and that's perfect timing because our Demon Slayer is ready to be recruited again. There's Hellebrand, and there is a 16 stack. Now, if we go to war with Valkia and the Hmong, that'll make Hellebrand happy. Hellebrand hates everything about us. Expected. So if we attack the Hmong here, capital's gonna be over here, which is Valkia's main territory, and I believe her only dark fortress. That'll cripple her income. Balance of power is not in our favor, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. Take out this full stack of Norskin troops. It says decisive victory, low casualties. But since this is our first fight against the Norskins, let's go ahead and wipe them out. Let's take them on. It shouldn't be a bad battle for us. Norska barely has any range except for javelins. The Marauder Horsemen might be a little annoying, but as long as they come into range of our Quarrelers, should be just fine. They're just gonna do a long open line. Let's get hammers on each side to protect our flanks. Extend the line as long as possible. Gunners and Iron Drakes on the right, as well as our miners and our gyrocopters. Grudge Thrower focus their Marauder Berserkers. Spoilers extend the line as long as possible, kind of hugging more of the left. Grombrindal get ready to take on their Lord. Runesmith, you support the left. Grudge Thrower hit them. Now they have a ton of missile cav. I think I'm gonna pull the gyrocopters. I don't know. Put one miner on the right. The good thing is our right flank is secure, because this is all impassable territory. Range isn't very far on that. We're about to be in range of our quarrelers. Marauder horsemen are about to be a nuisance. I think we gotta bring some of our quarrelers over to deal with them. Do the Jav have armor piercing? They don't, which is good. But we still need to take them out. Probably pull a quarreler over here as well. This right flank might be in trouble. They have horrible line of sight. One volley off, and then we're pulling you back right away. Blasting charges, send them, please. They didn't send the blasting charges. Alright, they're engaging with our front line. That's fine. Let's go after their Lord. Runesmith, pop your helm of Discord, weaken these troops, and get a rune right here. You go after their javelins and axe throwers. Make sure we're still taking them out. See if you can get... There's like a hill right here. I wanted to see if they could maybe get an angle to fire. We don't need you going that far. Some guys are kind of taking a hit. Their Lord is getting absolutely wrecked. Hammers should be doing a great job holding our flank. Yeah, they're already retreating. They have weak leadership. Norscan units really aren't anything special. Pretty easy to take out. This side's basically dealt with. Everybody shift over. Hammers took decent damage, but honestly that could have been from friendly fire. This flank is basically cleaned up. Quarrelers go after their Marauder horsemen. Runesmith go ahead up against their Lord again. You Quarrelers can focus their Lord. You get into the fight. Quarrelers hit their Marauder horsemen. Gunners are getting hit. So are our gyrocopters. If we get them to flee, then we'll place some bombs over these Marauder spearmen. Their Lord's dead. Pull the Quarrelers back. You guys engage with these infantry. And that should be the break. I was gonna drop bombs. I guess it doesn't really matter now. Boom. That was a decently tough battle, but it wasn't that bad. One turn after we occupy the settlement, some settlement replenishment should be enough to get nearly fully replenished. And if anything, we'll go into encampment stance next turn when we're on the move. Hammers did great against their infantry. They really don't have any armor pen, so they never really stood a chance. Poor guys. Easy money. Go ahead and occupy that settlement. Don't think we need to worry about a recruitment over here.
How can I help?
Continue leveling up Grombrindal. We'll give him more melee defense to give him more survivability.
Boss need me.
Go ahead and get the passive rune for vigor. And now we unlocked our Slayers and Grudge Thrower Regiment of Renown. With that being the case, now that we're at war with Valkia, let's go ahead and get our Demon Slayer back.
Demon Slayer.
Recruit an additional lord. That gave us some treasury because that was a mission of ours.
We sharpen our
We'll get Dwarf Warriors. I don't want to spend too much money. We'll get Quarrelers, Iron Drakes, and Longbeards. You can only have up to 3 units. I think that's okay though. Recruit the 2 Dwarf Warriors. Regiments of Renown we're hold off on. Here we can get Longbeards. I'm not worried about those though. Definitely boost our income. Actually, we wanted to get walls here at Temple of Cain. Because that's kind of on the border of our territory. And we can always move over just to right here to be in the province of Hag Grief so we can get some artillery for this army. Nobody wants any more treaties with us. Valkia is up to 40, but she has Crone Hellebron coming towards her territory. So hopefully Valkia gets caught in the middle of us. That would be nice. We'll end another turn. Really just want to take out our biggest threats early on. And Malekith and Valkia are definitely those. Hellebron could be a threat. Not too worried about her. Exiles of Nehek could become a threat. We keep Nagaroth happy. Should be good there. Is this another quest battle? Holy moly. This guy has a ton of quest battles. That's against vampires. Somehow we discovered the war host of Zar. They over here? They must have had a caravan or something. Alright, we're up to 2k. We'll get 2 more Quarrelers.
It is time.
We can't quite reach. If we go here. We still replenish here. It's not a lot of replenishment, but let's go ahead and go to the edge of our territory. We'll hit Glacier Encampment next turn, and then see if we can move on Dagrak's end. Building wise, we'll upgrade income here. Treaties. Flame Gullets want trade, but I don't want to upset Exiles of Nehek by doing that. How do they feel about us? They're deteriorating, but it's only to -5, so that's not bad. Anything else we want to do? We're at 33% for our grudges with 11 turns left. That's good progress. Victory objectives. Short's basically done. We just need the settlements. Then 4 legendary grudges. Guess we'll end another turn.
I don't have time for words.
Ogre Kingdoms, you want non-aggression. You want trade. Not gonna take it. A great migration comes to our borders demanding shelter from larger threats abroad. Do we let them cross into our territory or turn them away? Recruitment cost and growth for control. I don't think we want to take the control hit. We got boosted melee attack and melee defense for our miners. So if we look at them, they're up to 36 and 34. These guys are higher ranked. They, as regiments of renown, you automatically start with the highest level. So recruit rank 9. So our highest recruit rank is going to be 4237.
Bane of demons.
They have more melee attack than the dwarf warriors. It's just their defense isn't even close. What's our next research? Ammunition. I think I'd rather get melee defense for shielded warriors and longbeard units. We'll spend the oath gold. We have up to 700 already, so it's time to start spending that. And with that, we'll get some more warriors, and then we'll put some miners in here as well. They have a 9 stack right here. I don't know what happened with Hellebron's army. Maybe she lost to Valkia right here. But seeing, it looks like they still have all their territories, which is a bit concerning. A little bit scary. Maybe we can take Dagrax and not a huge garrison. And it's still frozen climate. I'm curious as to when we'll start getting into chaotic wasteland climate. Take Glacier encampment and end the Hmong. Dice of victory, low, auto resolve. Only 95 lost. Hmong are destroyed. Perfect. There goes Valkia's vassal. Nice and easy. Get Ward Breaker and then Strike of Runes. Shared cooldown minus 10% for all rune magic. So what did we get? Just for rune abilities. So the time that we can use the same rune again, this is going to be for our cooldown for all of our runes. Because we can only use one rune every 60 seconds, but then the rune itself that we used also has a separate cooldown. So that's what we got the last time. Now that we're kind of waiting on growth, don't have much to spend our money on, we can go ahead and upgrade that growth building finally. Check diplomacy again, because you never know what we might get. Make sure he is recruiting, which he is. He already has 8 units. Plus the garrison and walls should be more than enough to deal with that army. If Valkia moves up, could be a different story. If we lose the fight, we lose it. As long as we do as much damage as possible to Valkia, we're good. All we're really looking for. If it's not to defeat her, that army is to slow her down, if anything. Make sure she can't rampage through our territories. Alrighty, +1 control local province. The trait he got, research 8 technologies. We got Talisman of Preservation and the Ogre Blade. Our research is done already because it was only 1 turn. So that's going to increase our melee defense even further. They're up to 59. Next, we're going to get melee attack and armor. And then we're going to go for the shield wall ability. Plus 100% mass, which means charges won't be able to break our formation as easily. Missile block chance, which is great because they're already silver shielded. And missile resistance. So that's going to be really nice. Our dwarf warriors are going to be pretty decent, probably all the way up until the long haul. Looks like we can go in her territory without taking attrition. Does she have anything over here? Valkia herself is over here. She has 6 Chaos Warriors, her Skull Crusher still, 2 Exalted Bloodletters. That, with the garrison, I won't lie to y'all, is going to be quite difficult to take out. However, they already have a full stack here. We might have to just sacrifice our income for a minute again. We'll get at least those 2 units. This will put us up to a 14 stack. We're probably gonna want another unit of coilers or these thunder blesses. And we might have to pinch Valkia. Either that or try and siege her down. But this army with towers and walls, I mean, that's basically 10 units of Chaos Warriors. Then she's gonna have trolls, the Skull Crushers. Bloodletters are nasty and anti-infantry. And she's got Cormac for hero. Grombrindal, I have no doubt, can take on Valkia. Although she already has her spear. Ward save. She's gonna be nasty, y'all. She's gonna be nasty. Recruitment buildings. At Rockdale Gorge, we don't need that here. Temple of Cain will keep because it's a border territory in case we need to quickly raise an army there. This army we're building up as quickly as possible. They can honestly get one more grudge settler, 2 more, if we wanted to upgrade anything, but the only thing available is the Slayers and Grudge Throwers. Slayers against the Trolls and Skull Crushers would be nice, because they're anti-large. I know Valkia won't come out and attack us right now. Even if she builds up Marauders, I'm fairly confident in taking that army. It's just with the garrison. The garrison makes the fight a little different. They're gonna have 3 lords / heroes. Valkia is probably gonna move into the settlement. Why? Why would she do that? I mean, I'm definitely gonna fight this regardless of what the auto resolve says, because I want to see a fight against Valkia. But why would she do this? I mean, don't get me wrong, Valkia's strong. She herself is strong. Cormac's pretty strong. Chaos Warriors are pretty formidable. But if you look at it, they're 3942 with anti-large. I have no large. So 3942 versus 3659. 85 armor versus 110. 34 weapon strength versus 28. These guys are armor piercing, but even still. 46 and 45. But with our missile troops, especially if we focus these low armored bloodletters, Skull Crushers are going to be nasty. 63 and 54, our hammers are better than any of their infantry. Gyrocopters, since, I mean, Valkia can catch up to the gyrocopters, which we'll have to watch out for. But we could maybe even try to snipe some of the Skull Crushers. But this is where we're going to go ahead and end this episode. Gives you guys something to look forward to in the next one. Our first showdown with Valkia. Level 17 versus our level 18 Lord. We'll see how it goes. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, peace out, y'all.